you should consider what could be better and freshen it up, because no agency, and like literally there's so many agencies worse than Hook Agency, and we're imperfect too, right? Like we're imperfect, but like there's, and we care a lot. Like I try, like our whole thing on the wall is like try to, care, a market, like best roofing companies deserve a marketing agency that cares, right? But, and we care a lot, but like there's a lot of agencies that care less, a lot less, and they just churn through clients and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like, and I think one thing to acknowledge is that there's a lot of kind of predatory marketing agencies out there, ones that own your website. When you take it, when you stop paying them, they'll take it down, that type of stuff. You should own your website. You should own your hosting. You should own your domain. Don't let an agency own that for you. You should own it. And there's predatory ones that like, just look at the reviews. Please look at the reviews. And this goes for the people that call you too. Just because they called you doesn't mean you couldn't put in their company name and the city that they're in and look at what their Google reviews are. Because sometimes it doesn't come up right away when you don't put the city name. And so I just like a lot of these ones that are just like constantly spamming people's phones and stuff like that. Like, I just think that they confuse people. They confuse roofing companies that then think that they're doing marketing now, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
And like
I'll say this. I'll
yeah,
say this too. Okay. You said that we should, I know we're running
yeah.
low on time, but if you're watching this, listening to this, and you are a roofing contractor, you should care more than what Tim's saying
Mm-hmm.
about your website. You're going to buy a truck every 5 years. I know you will. I don't know what the average is, but a lot of people buy a truck every 5 years. That's a tool for your business. This is a massive tool for your business. This is how you buy the tool. All the tools for your other business. This tool, the website. And whether you believe it or not, if you're not putting any effort into it, it won't really work for you. If you have a nail gun and you're not using it, it's not going to work. If you drive a truck and you're not, if you got a $15,000 lift on it, you're not hauling anything in your truck, it's not really going to help your business. You need to care about your website, and you shouldn't be upset replacing it every 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to paint your office every 5 years because you want to make sure your customers like your office space, you should, this is an easy thing. This is,
Mm-hmm.
if you view it that way as a really, really important tool for your business, you should be focusing on this a lot.
Yeah.
And
I think that
it's only going to get more and more important as the future continues to move, as time moves forward, your website will become even more important.
I just think that there's roofing companies out there that are more focused on door knocking. And I almost wish, because there's always a caveat. Like, frankly, if I was a homeowner, I'm going to probably go to your website anyways. Like if I was a homeowner, I'm a homeowner. I would probably go to your website anyways. And I'd also check your Google reviews, right?
Yep. Yep.
So,
Yep.
but I think a lot of door knocking roofing companies just don't think of it that way. That they're really heavy on door knocking. It's just something, it's a pattern I've noticed. So it's almost like it's not even
Statistically, they're
retail.
not going to be in business in 5 years, so they don't even care anyway.
Maybe like some of these guys are like cockroaches, man. They'll stay in business. They just pop up with a different name. You know what I mean? Like just like two cities over. So I just think that like shit. I just described peach. Okay, cut that part. Anyways, no, but the point is like there is a like I have a friend, a close friend, smart guy, super smart guy, and he for some reason he just doesn't think, he spent a lot more time and energy and effort on his print marketing, like his like the stuff that they had in home, that than he did on the website. And his website was a ghost town for like years and years, and I couldn't get him to fix it. um he just didn't care about his social media or any of that stuff. And his reviews went bad too. um But I think that there's just a different, I don't know. I wish I could delineate between like the door knocking companies and like, I don't know. It's not retail and storm, because there's retail companies that door knock, right? It's just like the like brand and marketing focused companies versus the like door knocking companies. Like there's like a literal, like, feels like a different business entirely. It's almost like, is there a name for it's not storm chasers because some of them aren't chasing storms either. They're
Those
just
are
in the
local, yeah.
area and they just like, if they get really big, they have to chase storms, but
It's like reputation based versus just
chasers.
sales based, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
sales are the same, but there's companies that lead with reputation, and there's companies that don't care about reputation. And yeah, I don't know if there's a great name for the two, but there are
They
very different
literally feel like
businesses,
different business, like it feels like
completely
completely different
different.
business models. And I like when I talk to those guys, whether they're $1 million or $20 million, we don't make sense for them usually. Like because they just don't give a rat's ass or whatever. Like I switched out fuck for rat's ass, so I don't know why I did that.
You're just getting ready for the child to start
Yeah,
actually copying and
yeah,
listening words. You gotta be careful. Yeah.
No,
yeah. Everyone's like,
my
because we're so
3-year-old.
used to listening to hip hop, and like some of the hip hop we listen to is like now I'm realizing wildly offensive. Like not just the swear words, mind you. Like
Oh, the gym
I
that we
would
go
be
to,
so
we take
upset if anyone treated women the way, and I'm like, Junie, you don't need to know that. And I'm singing along to it. I'm not like saying I'm like a saint. I'm just like, I'm sitting there like, ah, da, da, dum, bitches, like, and I'm like, ah, da, da, like, and it's like, no. And I could turn it off. And I'm like, but now what am I going to end up listening to all the time? Like,
Just classical music.
yeah, I guess so. It's funny how things change so quickly. And it's like, yeah, I'm like, I still feel like we have like a couple more months until she starts to like know words. So it's like, does it matter really? But then, yeah, I'm starting to moderate myself a lot more,
Careful. Yeah.
but not too much. Apparently
better
not
than
much on
us.
podcasts.
Not we don't mind. Well, let's start wrapping up here. We usually
Okay.
wrap up with the question that we usually end with is, what are you looking forward the most in the coming week?
Ooh, that's a really good one. I love that question. I am super excited. I am flying out to Grasshopper Heating and Cooling in New York for an office tour so she's known, it's Amanda Triolo, and she is known for culture. And if you guys want, I think a good fun thing to do after this would be to go watch her year kickoff with their team. And essentially they have awards ceremony, much better than the Dundies in the office, but it's like a real, like legit, like passionate, exciting awards ceremony and a culture that's just really, really forward thinking for the trades. And I think so. I'm just studying that. I'm going out to her. She's trying to do $100 million HVAC company in the next like 5 years. Maybe it's 3 years, something like that. And so I'm going to go look at what she's doing on culture and her office space because she made a completely custom office space for the HVAC company. And trying to just understand why everyone looks up to her in HVAC, and then also why her people seem to be so diehard because she has just diehard people. So I'm super excited about that. I'm doing that on Friday.
Love that.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm going to follow up with you. I'm sure there's going to be some cool insights from that.
Oh yeah, we'll do an office tour on our YouTube. So follow Hook
Nice.
Agency on YouTube, and I'll be doing a whole office tour and a podcast from that, so people can follow along on there.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Fantastic. John, what's this coming week?
Oh, I want to know the yes or the no for this new guy that I'm thinking about hiring.